Creative Nestlings. I'm the managing director. Yeah.
My name is Dillian Piri. I'm the founder of Creative Nestlings. More the creative director currently. I'm a fashion designer, trying to be a filmmaker. Yeah. The initial idea started in 2010, late 2010. That's when with an idea, me and a friend of mine, Jonathan, we were thinking, what can we do together? Like, because we were bored, both of our jobs. And then in 2011, that's when Creative Nestlings began, like the name of it, the Facebook page, us going outside there and saying we are Creative Nestlings. That's when it started in 2011. But they officially launched in 2012, February 25th, right?
I think in 2011, when him and Jonathan were running it, it was mainly just on Facebook, and they were attending events, just fun stuff in Cape Town, and just taking pictures and putting it up on the page. And then the more events they attended, they realized actually these events are boring, or there's not much representation of other kinds of people. It's just the same type of people at every event. So they decided to do like their own events where anybody's welcome, like, yeah, if you've been to our conversations, you see that it's for everybody.
I don't know. I've been trying to trace back to like when it began, like the name, because I remember like I think it was late December. Me and Jonathan were sitting in coffee shops in Claremont, figuring what should we call ourselves. We came up like Sudi, Dillian, or some stupid names like that. But then we were like, let's look for the most unique name we can find. We want to be in the creative industry, but then we want to focus on only young people. And then somewhere there's a handkerchief with the first names of Creative Nestlings, and then their Creative Nestlings started. Like, I think that's when it really began, at that point in time. I think, for the idea, it's been like 4 years, just testing out different ideas. But only now, like this month of March, are we seriously a business on our own. Yeah, for the last few years we just consider that more research and development project thinking. Now we know who we are, what we're trying to do, and we've been out there, people know about Creative Nestlings, so now we can say, okay, formally we're in business. I get surprised when I'm in Joburg or when we were in PE, people knew about Creative Nestlings, even across the continent, people email us, oh, when are you coming to my city, oh, how can I do what you're doing in my city? So our network is big, like as organic as Creative Nestlings, because we've had relationships across the continent and across the world, like in America, Europe. So we've had relationships there. So it's actually quite big. We're trying to figure out how to value that network right now. But it is bigger than we thought it was. We thought we were naive.
The numbers on social media or our mailing list, because a lot of people that we come to us and say, oh, we know about you, are not even on those platforms. But we want to make it bigger, and that means more budget. So we're building towards that.
It's going to be a conference. Other than this, it's going to come back as a quarterly conference that happens in different cities around the continent. Because I think why we canceled is it came towards Cape Town. Right? We want this to spread. What Creative Nestlings now is going to focus on the whole continent, not just a city, not just a country.
It's evolved because the more events we did, the more people are like, how can I also speak at these events, but you have to be an influencer, you have to be a leader in your game. You have to show something interesting that you've never seen before. So that's our criteria for whoever speaks. We curators, and we're not shy about it. So it is our terms of who speaks at our events. So now people would find, like, us, how can I speak, or blah, blah, blah. And we'd be like, okay, maybe you still have this to do or that to do. And that's how we became consultants for people's journeys, in a way, to get to a level where they are pioneers of something,
It's hard. But you gotta, one thing we've realized is we're trying to avoid as much as possible funding from government, from cultural institutions and all that stuff. So we're doing things on our own, creating products, consulting for companies and brands and all that stuff. That's like sustaining, but also we're introducing like membership programs for young people, like the Nest. Well, the man that's coming into the Nest will go into creating products that can help young people move forward. The corporate membership is going to allow that too. So that's like us figuring out the financial side of things. It's tough out there.
We don't want to do the traditional things, you know, just getting funding, waiting for funding, getting loans, or we're just trying to figure out new ways to navigate, society.
Our mission is to connect and nurture young African people. That's our mission right now, right? So under there's the studio. That's more the consulting.
Wow, that's a studio called
Nestlings Studio. It's like sub-branding. That's what we go about things, brands and consult with brands, consult with clients, young people, all that stuff, right? For actual physical products, right? And then there's also the Nest. The Nest is a collective of young African creatives from across the continent, launched this year.
And the next level of events will gather all those individuals into a room. So we have the round tables comes in with creativity, just to have those people meet other people who are like-minded or whatever. The third level is products. Those people, whoever they are, they collaborate with us on our products that he mentioned, like the studio stuff, and the journal, video, the website, you know, they get featured on our work and whatever. And the third level is their own individual products. The fourth level. Make history right now, you know, like what kind of world we're living in 10 years, 5 years. Young people right now, like whatever you do now, has to come in the future.
Who's making history right now?
No, I think we're trying to. You trying to. We're all trying to right now, but there's not enough of us.
We all make history inherently, right?
Of course, by living, yes, but the kind that lasts.
But we need to create a certain, like now, right now, what's making history right now for me is that Rhodes must for UCT. That's big. I actually commend the young people taking and say, okay, wait, Rhodes is as evil as Hitler. That's history right now being made. Because right now we're sitting at a point where, just in Africa, the more general, black people, I don't know, Africans, like I call ourselves, we're currently in an incomplete revolution. The revolution started, but it's incomplete. So now, guys at UCT are now saying, wait, why do you have to wake up in the morning and see the first thing I see when I come to university is Rhodes? But here's the reason why we're struggling in the first place. He's one of the biggest, most evil people out there. So now, that's the making history. But I like that young people taking charge and saying, okay, wait, we don't want this here.
All the stuff that he did.
I don't know really what doesn't make a creative person, because like we're all inherently creative in our own right. You know, you could be evil, but Hitler was creative. You know, so it's like I don't know. I don't know what doesn't make it creative. And I don't even know how to define like proper creativity. It's like it's a lot of things that make up what creativity is. It's life inherently, you know, it's life. So you say what's not a creative person?
Creative, successful creative person, not like
I don't know.
But I think I made that open-mindedness to a successful creative. You need to know what's out there.
You see people have a difference in what a creative person is. I think that's impossible to find creativity. What makes it creative? I think it's impossible because if you think about it, if I see, so like for example, the shopkeeper not creative, right? So who's not creative? Coffee maker is a creative person because they combine things to make something.
Is that being creative or is just following the manual?
I don't know how to define it. I'm battling with that right now. Like, how do we say this is a creative and not the creatives? An accountant is creative, right? Because they can solve problems. That's what creativity inherently is, solving problems.
But creativity is solving problems in an untraditional way.
No, but it's a traditional way too.
Yeah, the first
innovation.
The first person to solve that problem was the ultimate creative.
But what is innovation?
The rest follow that routine. So creative is somebody who starts something from scratch. Innovator.
No, for me, creative is someone who sees an opportunity, right? But that's one type of creativity. But I see opportunity. I see gaps. But we all see gaps inherently in society.
So there's a coffee maker right there. Is he seeing a gap?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm 25, I'm not an expert. That's me when I'm 60. What's a creative? Maybe I might have a definition based on my experiences. Maybe. I don't know. I could die without having a definition. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Don't
think.
beg for compliments, don't beg for money, don't beg for approval. Yeah.
I think, yeah, because a lot of creators, I was at the creativity conference now in Joburg, Lunga, and then you could see that people were not brave, they were like, they couldn't really see what's next for them. They were not brave enough to actually continue on their own. They were looking for funding, they were looking for handouts, whatever. But none of them were really thinking about how to do it on their own. I think creators, which is strange, because creators are supposed to be like the conscious of society, the celebrators, the storytellers, the people that actually are supposed to be the most brave people out there. But lately I just find there's an inherent fear amongst young people, especially amongst creators generally, and young people especially. There's no creative confidence. So my advice would be, talk to each other as young people, which is very, very key. Talk to each other, collaborate more, and just hang out. I know people say, meetings are a waste of time. No, I think in Africa, meetings should be like the order, because I mean, we don't have time to talk to each other. We don't really have that space. So yeah, talk to each other, find ways to make money on your own without having to run. Then the government can come in and enable. They shouldn't be the first people you go to. They should just be the enablers. Find ways to make money on your own. Then